What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about the most misused words in dating. Before I start, I just want to inform you all that I have 2 new podcasts coming to Patreon. The first podcast is called Hick Talks Life, about improving your life, obviously. And the other one is about relationships with my wife, and that's called Elevate with Kevin Ash. If you're interested and you want access to both of those, you can join me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/KevHick. Now, with that said, let's get to this topic. The first and one of the most misused words in dating is connection. Of the thousands of women I've spoken to, connection seems to be one of the most misused and misunderstood words in dating. 90% of the time, the word connection is used mistakenly in place of the word crush. Women always say things to me like, well, I know he likes me. We just have such a strong connection. But why doesn't he want a relationship? Answer, because the connection isn't mutual. Just because you're connected to him doesn't mean you have a connection. When a guy is connected to you, he focuses on you and he tries to provide your needs within reason. When guys linger but refuse to do that, they are intentionally lowering your standards. That lowers expectation, which allows them to use you more comfortably. That hardly sounds like a connection. And in that case, if they are connected to you, it's most likely not you, but the resources you provide, not your heart. Moving on, number 2 on this list are the words bae and boo. A lot of y'all are bae and y'all boo, but y'all single. Don't let anybody give you a false sense of security by calling you pet names when they're still shopping around for someone better or they're still going home to another woman. To be honest, a lot of baes and boos have never been inside their bae's house, let alone his bedroom. Many women are getting tapped in work closets, cars, and hotel rooms. Don't let a man bae and boo you in place of a real commitment. Feeling special and being special to him are 2 different things. Moving on, the third word on this list of misunderstood words or misused words is spark. Like the word connection, spark is often a placeholder for something more meaningful that doesn't exist or has yet to develop. Women always cite a connection or spark as a reason for taking shit or lowering their standards. When I suggest establishing some standards, they say, well, I know I'm not getting this, and that thing I want, but we have a connection or I feel a spark. They go on to say, I don't want to scare him by being needy or trying to establish standards too soon. I then often ask them if the sparks were real or the feelings were mutual, wouldn't he be just as afraid to scare you off as well? And if not afraid, at least open to giving you what you need. Don't let the fear of losing a spark or a connection cause you to tolerate the intolerable, because after that spark crap wears off, what you have is a crummy relationship or an F-buddy. Or situationship. If there's truly a spark or a connection, then the guy will confirm that by focusing on you exclusively. That's the only kind of spark you should consider. So moving on, the next word on this list is love. If you've been on Facebook long enough, then you've probably seen certain people's relationship statuses change so many times that you don't even care to look at the new attitudes, the new boo, or their new pictures. I don't know why Facebook thinks I give a damn about what some girl named Kathy that I never talked to is doing. I always get these notifications on my phone. Kathy updated her relationship status to in a relationship with Jeff. Kathy is feeling loved. Heart emoji. I just be thinking, damn, what happened to Ronnie or Bobby or Ricky or Mike? Some serial daters use the word love instead of like. Women used to tell me they loved me all the time when I was single. I was like, oh, you know it's all love over here. They were like, what that mean? I'm like, what that bullshit mean? How you love me, but you always in a relationship with another guy. If what you said was true, I would have heard from you when you were single. Instead, you call me when you having a bad day with your man. I hear your words, but I listen to your actions. Baby girl, you just like me, and that's okay, because I'm moderately fond of you too. But I won't be calling you when my woman gives me a bad day because I'll actually love her. That's the difference. Love is intentful, it's enduring, it's patient, it's resilient, it's mutual. Don't confuse it for like. Moving on, the next word on this list is nice guy. The word nice guy gets thrown around at men like the ninja star of death. Many times it's not even the right word. This idea is so destructive to good men because they are often mislabeled as nice. Nice meaning soft or pushover. Good men and nice guys are not the same thing. Good men have some very important core values. Nice guys may or may not have those values. They often are just nice because they're desperate for your approval. They require less from a woman and ask kiss for validation. They're often insecure, and nice can be a cover-up for less palatable flaws stemming from that insecurity. Now listen, everyone has insecurities, and that's okay, but some nice guys tend to be ruled by theirs. And that's not to diss all nice guys. Some guys are just gentle spirits naturally. Every nice guy isn't insecure, but many are. So many women don't understand the difference between nice guys and good men that it changes the trajectory of many relationships. A lot of would-be good couples and good matches go unrealized because a woman mistakenly identifies a good man as a nice guy. Women often say nice when they really mean pushover. I wish they would just start saying pushover. Nice guy, more often than not, is a mislabeling. Maybe I'll do a video on that because it's a lot to explain. Anyway, moving on, the last phrase on this list is real man. Every single time I read or I hear the phrase, a real man would, I brace myself to hear something stupid. Apparently, a man is only real if he's doing the exact thing some women want. They say a real man cooks, a real man cleans, a real man makes plans, a real man eats the insert your level of kink here. The point is, real man isn't some card you can revoke when you don't get your way. The women who say that real men don't exist anymore clearly don't know what a real man is or how to identify one, and they should probably check their friend zones. Real men aren't perfect, but they are masculine, loyal, and genuine, and they exist in much larger numbers than assumed by many women. Maybe a good example wasn't shown to you, but real men exist. Beyond your scope of understanding, though it's not your experience, it's undeniable. Food for thought, I guess, but understand this. Words are powerful, and many times they can take power over you. Choose your words wisely or run the risk of deceiving yourself, and listen carefully to the words of others around you, lest you be deceived. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Join me on Patreon to follow my podcast and get access to other perks. I'll get with y'all later.